So then he says, I want the biggest one you have in the store, and I told him that it would probably be best to start small and work his way up to a larger size. I mean, he wasn't exactly a large dude.
Uh-huh, sounds reasonable. I mean, you don't want to jam a watermelon into a plum-sized hole.
Exactly, but after I tell the guy, he gets all upset and tells me to just show him the biggest one I have. So I do. It's called the Cork Kong.
It's not made of cork, is it?
No, latex. Technically, it's a display model. You know, something you put up at your vendor booth at trade shows? So anyway, I get John Paul to help me lug this thing out of the back and put it on a dolly, and when this guy sees it, he gets really excited and wants to buy it.
Did you talk him down?
I tried, but he just kept saying that he deserves the Kong.
Maybe if you had like a fitting station or something.
I'm not a tailor or a shoe store, and besides, what would I use to take that measurement?
Oh, I have a joke, but I can't decide if it's in poor taste or not.
If you're not sure, almost always it's in poor taste.
So you sold it to him?
Yeah, and a 5-gallon tub of Astroglide. I also gave him the number to the best proctologist in town because he's probably gonna need him.
I don't know, man. If I were you, I would have told him that it was for display only and left it at that.
Yeah, well, who am I to judge? The heart wants what the heart wants.
He wasn't gonna try and shove that thing into his heart. Hey, Click and Clack, what are you guys talking about? Stuff? What's up with you? Oh, nothing. You know, the same old stuff. Being awesome. Being holier than thou. Being a super dad and husband. Looking generally pretty hot. Creating a petition to get Hollywood to release kid-friendly versions of R-rated movies. Oh, okay.
You heard what he said, right?
Oh, I heard. Yep, I won't rest until Hollywood releases G-rated versions of all of their R-rated films. That's great.
Hey guys, did you hear about this mom who wants a PG-13 version of the new Deadpool movie so her 8-year-old son can see it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently there's this mom who's petitioning the filmmakers to release a PG-13 version of Deadpool.
It's not the mom that's petitioning, it's some YouTuber. It doesn't matter who it is, it's my idea first. I want sanitized movies for my son Lupito to see.
Well, good luck to you, but it's not gonna happen.
Why not? If enough of us who are sick and tired of all the sex and violence in movies tell the studio how we feel, then maybe we'll get what we want. Boring-ass garbage movies? No, family-friendly films about assassins with superpowers. I want to change the movie industry.
By mewling like a spoiled baby?
No, by that most sacred American institution, petitioning. Maybe with a few press conferences, too. Oh, and a protest.
What's the point? Eventually the movies will be edited for broadcast on TV, and then you'll see the version you want.
Yeah, just be patient and you'll get the movie with all of the great parts ripped out of it just as you like. Patience is for suckers. I want to see the watered-down version of the movies while they're still in theaters. No movie studio is going to spend the money to release multiple versions of a film, Fundy, to placate a few sensitive morons. But what about Lupito? He wants to see Deadpool in the theater. Why can't there be a PG-13 version of Deadpool for him to go to? It's discrimination, I tell ya. Because that's how this works. If he wants to go see Deadpool, then he either needs to convince his parents to take him, sneak in, or wait until it comes on cable. Or he can do what I did as a kid and just walk up to the ticket booth and buy a fucking ticket for the movie and then go watch it. No theater is gonna break the law and sell a ticket to an R-rated movie to a kid.
It's not a law, Fundy.
Sure it is. If a theater sells tickets to R-rated movies to kids, then the kids go to jail. Or the theater goes to jail. I don't know, somebody goes to jail. Nobody goes to jail, you imbecile. The ratings on movies are not laws, they're guidelines, like the ratings on video games. Wait, so who rates the movies? I always figured it was a Bureau of Boobs, Blood, and Bad Language or something. You know, the BBBL.
It's the MPAA, the Motion Picture Association of America. The ratings are voluntary. And bullshit.
Oh yeah, they are. Wait, are you telling me the ratings on movies are just made up garbage by the movie industry itself? More or less, it started as a way to prevent censorship of films. See, before ratings, there were production codes, and filmmakers couldn't make the films they wanted. The rating system was supposed to allow filmmakers to make the films they want, and then get rated so the public could determine for themselves if they wanted to see it. Well, that sounds pretty touchy-feely and lib-tastic, so what's wrong with it?
It's corrupt! If your studio has enough influence, you can get whatever rating you want. Not to mention the fact that now studios will attempt to edit their films to achieve the rating they feel will attract the largest audience. In a way, it's become just as limiting as the old production codes it replaced.
Not that it matters anyways, because the movie theaters don't really follow the rules. So, petitioning the movie studios to release PG-rated version of an R-rated film is pointless because the rating system is arbitrary and ineffective?
Yep.
Then I'm going to petition that the rating system becomes the law, and then I will petition the studios to release multiple versions of R-rated movies. Look, bottom line, you can't always get what you want. I mean, it sucks that Lupito is too young to see Deadpool, but that's just part of growing up.
Yeah, there are plenty of movies that I wish were different. I wish there was an R-rated version of The Lion King, but I'm not gonna petition Disney to make it. I'll just have to settle for the fan fiction.
Wait, you want a R-rated Lion King?
Who doesn't want an R-rated Lion King? Rated R for sex or violence. I'm not picky.
AJ's weird desires aside, he's got a point. Just because you wish something was different doesn't mean that you should petition people to change it.
That's kind of the basis of a democratic society, dude.
You know what I mean? The makers of the Deadpool movie wanted to make a violent, titty-filled, foul-mouthed bullet fest of a movie. If Lupito or some other kid want to see it, they will, eventually. The studio is not going to spend more money to release a toned-down version. They might as well ask the studio to release a Christian-positive version of the film. Now you're speaking my language. New petition. Christ Pool.
What do you guys think? Should parents demand that studios release toned-down versions of their films theatrically?
Is the MPAA's rating system rigged and prone to bias and arbitrary guidelines that in the end don't amount to much anyway?
And what hard R Disney film would you guys like to see?
Ugh, ignore AJ and comment down in the word detention area. Okay, here's the one thing I don't get. Reason and logic? No.
Simple math?
No.
David Lynch's Mulholland Drive?
Nobody understands that, and no. What I don't get is the whole rating system thing. It couldn't have been just for film dudes to be free to express themselves. No, there was a whole protect the kids thing behind it too. It didn't work though. I saw plenty of R-rated films when I was a kid, and it didn't scar or influence me in the slightest.
Me too. Me 3.
Not me. Fundy was a good boy. He only saw movies that were rated G, like The Apple Dumpling Gang, The $1 Billion Hobo, and The Shaggy DA. Basically, if it had Tim Conway in it, I saw it. So your childhood movie-going experience was a death march of awful. Pretty much. Not mine. I saw Alien and A Clockwork Orange and Rollerball and Death Race 2000. So a bunch of violent sci-fi. Yup, it was awesome. You still want to stand by that "it had no influence on me" statement?
Get off his back. I mean, when I was a kid, I saw Last Tango in Paris, Lady Chatterley's Lover, and, Caligula.
Very interesting. AJ?
I saw All the President's Men, Capricorn 1, and The Parallax View. This argument kind of backfired, guys.
Let's change the subject away from how movies may have made us who we are today. What were we talking about before Fundy interrupted us?
Giant butt plugs.
Perfect. Hey everybody, it's me, Gumbo Harpquist, here to share my recipes for exotic jelly beans. No. Oh, come on, please. No. Come on, please let me be a fancy-time chef that teaches people how to make jelly beans. No. This is for podcasts only, and we have to make it short because we're in outro section now. Fine. Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, here to tell you to listen to some podcasts. And the first podcast I'm going to tell you to listen to is this one. Let Me Finish, with Annicles Plague, Jason Harding, and they're two jerk-around guys who are jerking around all the time, making yuck-yucks and laughing and telling stories for about an hour. It's super funny and way too adult for me to listen to, so, but that doesn't mean that you guys can't go and listen to all the cuss words and the sex talk. So go to that one. Let Me Finish. Yay! Hey, and the other one is Late City with Steve and Jason. And on that one, they review a movie, and this time they're going to review the movie Heaven's Gate. I love Heaven's Gate. That's the one where this doggy is like, I'm a doggy, and then he dies, and he goes up to heaven, and then they say, hey, doggy, you can't be in heaven because you poop all over the place. And he's like, I will get you. So then he goes down to hell and he talks to the hell dog, and the hell dog's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to disguise you as a person, and you're going to go up into heaven, and you're going to get into heaven, and then you're going to poop all over the place, and God's going to be like, I'm so angry that a dog got into heaven, I can't believe it. So he does that, and he dresses up like a person, and he sneaks inside past Heaven's Gate, because that's the name of the movie. And he gets past Heaven's Gate, and then he poops all over the place, and then he does a funny little poop dance, and he goes, ha ha, I pooped in heaven, and there's a big musical number, and then all of a sudden lots of other people whip off to the skies, and it turns out there's nothing but dogs in heaven, and then they start pooping and peeping all over the place. The end. No? What? That is not what Heaven's Gate is about. It's an epic Western romance movie thing. Oh. What movie was I thinking about? Anyway, go down into the thing and click the stuff for the things. Okay? Just do it. Go down and find a podcast and listen to them because they're funny and they're fun. Alright, that's it. Bye.